Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the two characters that in this new Abyss are OP, and they are both free to play. One of them they give it to you for free. It's Barbara. She can break easily and fast Abyss Lector of Flame Shields and heal the team doing so. And the other one is Rosaria, which was featured in a lot of banners, so probably you have her or have some constellations. And she is OP in the second half, where you deal tons of damage to the 3 shields of the Lectors. Both of them are pretty cheap to build and work super good in their roles. I'm going to explain first how to build them, and I will give you tips on how to beat this Abyss and get the primogens that you want. Let's start with Barbara. She's going to be played in the first half of the floor 12. You can pretty much put whatever set you want on her. Personally, I like to play her with Ocean Clump when I don't use Kokomi, but you can go with Maiden Beloved. As I'm doing in the run, I will commentate later on the video. Or even with artifacts level 0, like I do when I do the runs with Ayaka. But if you want to aim for a decent set and don't die easily, go for Sun's HP percent, Goblet HP percent, and Circlet healing bonus. For substats, it's good enough with the HP percent. For weapons, we will use the best option in the entire game for Catalyst, the Dragon Tails. It gives you HP percent and also buff when you switch in. The role that switch is to heal your team, provide buffs, and more importantly, kill the Pyro Shields so you can beat the Abyss faster. On the other hand, we have Rosaria. We want 4 pieces Noblesse if you don't have Noblesse activator in the team. You can go 2 Noblesse and 2 Blizzard, or even 4 pieces Emblem to have more often your ult. I highly recommend this last for the Abyss, since you want a lot of energy recharge. For artifact stats, we want to search attack percent on Suns or energy recharge, Goblet crit damage, Circlet crit rate or crit damage, and time for crit rate and crit damage substats and energy recharge. For weapon choices, you can use the next weapon you will see on the screen. They are ordered. Personally, I found the catch really good on her. Her role is the same as Barbara, you buff and also provide a way to kill the shields of the 3 Abyss Lectors way faster. Of course, there is a lot of things where you can play these two characters, so feel free to ask. In my case, I went with a Taser composition and with a Permafreeze composition. As you can see here, Barbara as a Taser driver does a really good job. If you don't have Venti, you can swap him for Sucrose, and this team will work perfectly fine. This first half, it's not really a problem since you apply Hydro with Barbara. That's why she's super OP even in the first chamber. She breaks the annoying Pyro Shield. Also think that applying Hydro with Electro makes Electro Charge, which is one of the best reactions in the game. When you want to deal AoE damage, I want to add that as you can see on the rotation, I'm trying to give the attack bonus from the Dragon Test to Beidou, since as you know, the Elemental Burst from Beidou does a snapshot and maintain the buff during the whole duration of the Elemental Burst. For second half, there is not much to say. Rosaria helps some Permafreeze team to deal tons of damage while applying Cryo. On the first half, we are going for the same strategy as the Chamber 12 first half. We are going to use Venti to group them and deal AoE damage with Electro Charge reactions. Not a big of a deal. Only be careful about the Cryo Flower since while you are using elemental skill from Barbara, it applies Hydro to yourself, so maybe you get frozen. I would personally try to focus Cryo Flowers, it will make your run for this floor much easier. Now the most difficult part for this abyss, in my opinion. But there is one trick. Once you start the second half, run to the broken pillar. The Electro and Pyro Electors will eventually group, so now you can pull them together and kill the 3 Electors pretty fast. Think that Rosaria is really important, since she hits really hard 2 of the shields and does moderate damage to the Pyro one. I'm using Kokomi in this video, but you can use Diona and it will be pretty much the same. Just try to funnel all the particles to Rosaria, since you want to spam her ultimate. She will carry hard this chamber. Also, when you try to do this one, I recommend to time your ultimates in order to use the iframes to dodge the attacks from the Electros, as you will survive a lot more. Finally, for Chamber 3, it's where Barbara shines the most. Now, if you have Sucrose, Venti or Kazuha, you will thank me a lot, since these Pyro Electors won't grow up if not pulled a bit from an enemy support. If you don't have it, you will have to do some huge single target damage. Indeed, if you have it, you will group them together and crush them with electrocharge damage. Once the shields are up, try to maintain us in the field or by the elemental burst. Barbara will be healing all your teammates, so you will be able to pass it without any problem. Remember to break the thing that they spawn first in order to stun them and dealing a lot of damage to the shield. Also, if in any time you are in trouble, remember that Barbara Elemental Burst is a thing, and it can heal your whole team up. Also, it's pretty good to dodge some damage. For the second half, it's not that hard. If you have beaten the last chamber, just as we did in the past section, once the shields are up from both of the Hydro Electors, you should funnel all particles to Rosaria, since she have a really broken cryo application. It's easy as that. Barbara and Rosaria have surprised me on how good are they in this abyss. They really crush the shield and being a free-to-play option that can be super good, as I said. Probably you have some constellations on them, or maybe all of them, so it will make your run much more easier. Also remember that may take a few tries to get used to what I said, but trust me, once it's done, you will get all the Primo gems really easy. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you have anything to ask, feel free to do it. I will be answering all your comments as I always do. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel to help me. See you guys next video!